Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel. This is a new moon reading for the sign of Pisces, sun, moon, rising, or however that sign Pisces resonates with you specifically. So this is going to be a new moon reading. It's going to be 6 cards, 5 card spread with an overall energy. I will go over those cards and then clarify those cards, and then we'll have an oracle message at the end. So please let me know if it resonates. Like and subscribe. Send me a message. Send me some feedback. Help me build my channel. Let me know what you like and don't like. Kindness is appreciated here. And yeah, let's get into this reading. Hope you all are well, Pisces. What is the message for Pisces for this new moon? What is the message for Pisces? Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I've tried to do this reading a couple times, so last night and today, and it really is not as easy sometimes. This looks good. Okay. So for the overall energy, Pisces, we have the 5 of Wands. And so the overall energy for this reading is some sort of conflict that's going on, whether that's internal or external. Usually the 5 of Wands is about other people that are around you. This could be family, this could be work, this could be friends, relationships, situationships, all of the above. It's going to resonate differently for everyone. In the position of what this new moon has in store for you, we have the Hermit card. And so the new moon is asking you to go within, Pisces, and to travel into the different parts of your heart and to explore there, maybe with inner child. Self-love. Maybe growing a spiritual relationship stronger. You know, whatever that may be for you all. This is a very wise card, so this is a time for growth for you. And rest and receiving. Your energy this new moon, Pisces, is the Ace of Cups. So some of you are feeling really fulfilled right now. Some of you could be feeling the opposite. You could be feeling unfulfilled, right? Because this card has many meanings, right? And so it applies to everyone differently, but there seems to be some sort of new offering or beginning or message coming in of an emotional nature. Who that's from, I have no idea. It's different for all of you. But that's a beautiful energy. So some of you may be feeling like your cup is empty. It's too full. It's overflowing. You know. In the position of what do you need to be open to, we have the Lovers, another major arcana. So the Lovers is about connections and love. Very deep, important, you know, like karmic relationships, right? Again, who that is, it's going to be different for everyone. The Lovers is also about choices. And so there may have to be a choice that you need to make. You may need to be open to, you know, creating some choices for yourself. If there's, you know, a lack of resources or supports around. We'll know more when we clarify these cards. In the position of something that wants to manifest this new moon, we have the Hierophant, the third major arcana. And so what wants to manifest is some sort of, I'm getting connection to source, to spirit, to religion, to structure, to conservation, preservation, tradition. For some, this could be, you know, marriage. The Hierophant does represent that as well. It represents government institutions. The Hierophant's actually been hanging around lately. So more traditional, you know, again, structured, like universities and institutions of higher learning and, you know, dare I say, corrupt systems. But I won't go there. So I think for you, this is, again, it's going to be different for everyone. Okay. Especially given the world that we live in today, to be frank. So yeah. In the position of how you can manifest your desires into reality, we have the Four of Cups. Interestingly, I just tried to do your reading and I had to start over. And this was the overall energy. I don't know that any of these other cards were, none of the other cards were here, but this was a big one. So, there could be an opportunity that you miss because you're in a space of conflict. Again, for some of you, this could be at work, in an institution. It could be conflict with an institution. But this is a time for you to be within and working on self-fulfillment and what that looks like for you. So how you can manifest is by, you know, being aware of your surroundings, paying attention, challenging yourself to have new perspectives that you haven't considered that might bring you out of this. I mean, I know I've read quotes that have changed my life, you know, because our perception can shift in a second and we can never unsee or unknow what we now know, right? And that's part of, for me at least, you know, ascending, right? And self-love and all of those things. So, let's clarify these cards. 9, 10 on the timer. We have the Five of Wands in the position of the overall energy. Why is the Five of Wands here, Spirit? Why is the Five of Wands here for Pisces for this new moon? Okay. We got the Ten of Pentacles. The Moon. The Ten of Swords. And a fourth one came out, the Hierophant again, which is in the position of something that wants to manifest this new moon. So just to point that out. There could be a conflict with you, for some of you, with your home or finances. There could be a conflict I mean, looking at this, I feel like this is something shifted with this moon. Something has shifted. I don't know, you know, for some of you recently, within days. For some of you, it's going to be months or years, but something was uncovered. And it kind of makes me think of what I was just talking about. Like, once we see or know something about something, then we can kind of never go back. And for some of you, that may be what we're talking about here. There could be some sort of internal conflict with you know, what you've chosen to devote your life to thus far, you know, and you're like, damn, I've been wasting all this time, or I can't believe I was part of this, or, you know, something like that. But I'm getting that there was stability, and the moon came in and something shifted and was revealed here that was previously unseen, that caused, with the Ten of Swords, a lot of pain. Okay, there was an ending here. And then you've got this High Priest. And again, this is in the position of something that wants to manifest this new moon. And so what I see here looking at these cards is an opportunity to turn pain into something else, but there's a blockage because there's pain, right? Some of you are at the end of this pain and you're healing through some sort of, again, preservation, conservatism, some sort of ritual, or institution of some sort, structure. You may be disillusioned as well with the moon here, and that could be causing pain, which makes me think again about perspective and how we can hear something or read a quote and it can change us. You know, we can do something or experience something. So yeah. Let's get into what this new moon has in store for you, Pisces. Is the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? Please clarify the Hermit. And all the four cards are coming out. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords, clarifying the Hermit. We have the Ace of Swords. The Knight of Swords. The Sun. Which came out in reverse, and the Emperor, which also came out in reverse. I don't really do reversals, but I am always trying to learn and grow. And when they come out face up, upside down, clearly upside down, then I like to take them. And that's part of my journey into learning and exploring, you know, new perspectives, right? And I have a lot to say tonight. What this new moon has in store for me? The Hermit. For some of you, there may have been a message that came in, or that will come in, actually, since what this new moon has in store for you. I mean, it could happen, it could have happened recently, but there could have been a message that came in that potentially triggered this conflict. For some of you, things that may have happened recently. There's like also a sense of seeking truth, a need to be very honest with yourself, grounded. The Knight of Swords is very determined and, impulsive and fast, and very skillful, right? But can be kind of reckless. That may be what some of the truth is for some of you. With the Sun in reverse and the Emperor in reverse, I'm getting that there's also a major, because they are major arcana, sense of like depression for one, because the Sun is like happiness, right? And so when the Sun is in reverse, sometimes that can mean people are struggling with things like depression, especially since we have the Hermit here and we have this of the mind, this air, this Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords energy. With the Emperor in reverse, I'm getting that you feel like you don't have control of your life at this time. And those are all things that need to be reflected upon, and what's sending you into this hermit mode of, again, with the Hermit comes wisdom and, reflection and deep knowing and, mysticism. And even it takes me in this sense into like the High Priestess, right? Which is, also kind of the energy, the High Priestess is not the Hierophant, but it's a similar, connection between, here and there, the other world and this world. This could be about a need for structure in this Hermit. So, a lot of times when we're soul searching, I don't know, everybody's different, right? But sometimes we lose the capacity to be motivated, right? That is depression. And so structure is really lacking in those times. So I think, again, going back to new perspectives, trying things that haven't been tried before. Okay. Man, I got a lot to say tonight. Okay. Your energy this new moon, the Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Spirit, why is the Ace of Cups here? The Star flew out in reverse, face up. Oh my gosh, so many cards. Let me try that again. Oh. Two more cards to clarify the Ace of Cups, Spirit. Okay, thank you. Okay, so the Star, to clarify the Ace of Cups, your energy this new moon. We have the Star in reverse, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. So you have an energy of a new beginning. because you have the Ace of Cups here and the Ace of Pentacles. Someone may offer you something that is a new beginning. It may not be what you wished for, though, or hoped for. It may not be what you want, technically, but you may get you may get an offer as well. Let me think. My energy this time. We've got these fish here with the Pisces. So this is why it's important to look at the cards, because, you know, there's the traditional cards and then there's all these other artists and their interpretations of cards and the messages that come within those, which are really interesting. So this is really you, Pisces, is what I'm getting here. This could be you. For some of you, this is you potentially offering, you being open to offering your emotions and vulnerability to someone else or to yourself. With the Star in reverse, I'm kind of getting to yourself. But for some of you, it is to someone else, potentially. It may be someone that you, again, didn't have in mind. Or this may be something completely out of the blue. There could be a feminine energy, you know, this Queen of Cups. There could be a feminine, a mature feminine energy that is offering, or that you're offering something to. It doesn't have to be love, but cups are most certainly emotions and connection. So yeah. Okay. In the position of what do I need to be open to? What do you need to be open to, Pisces? Sorry, I think I just kind of said those backwards a minute ago. What do you need to be open to? The Lovers. So why is the Lovers here, Spirit? Please clarify the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here? 2 more cards to clarify. There's 4 again. Okay. The Lovers is clarified by the 7 of Cups. The Page of Swords. Temperance. And the King of Swords. So I'm going to say this too. There are quite a few people here, because I remember saying in the beginning that there was some sort of conflict. I was getting that there was people, and then I kind of went to the self. There could, for some of you, there are people around. And these could be, you know, court cards can represent people. They can represent yourself, of course, other people, and the energy, right? Just the energy type. But, yeah, with this Lovers being cleared by the 7 of Cups, the Page of Swords, Temperance, and the King of Swords, I feel like there you are with the sword energy, the King of Swords. I feel like you need to be open to offers. There could be many offers coming your way to help for some of you, to bring more balance to your life, to support you in quieting your mind, is what I'm getting. With the Lovers and in this deck, again, how they, honestly, I think traditionally the Lovers was 3 people. But with 3 here, just to throw that little nugget in there, I feel like you need to be open to people offering to help, going back to the need to receive. That might have been in the last reading I tried to do for you. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of dare I say, kindness around you, curiosity. There could be someone that's very patient and mindful. They could be a professional that you work with for some of you. That may need to be something that you're open to, is working with a professional, if need be. I'm totally an advocate. So, yes, a mental health advocate. So, yeah. I'm in a weird space tonight, y'all. 26:31 on the timer. Let's clarify. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Something that wants to manifest this new moon. Why is the Hierophant here? Why is the Hierophant here? Please clarify. Okay. The Hierophant is clarified by the 7 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, there's another person, Wheel of Fortune. There's something karmic here with the Wheel of Fortune that wants to come in quickly. And this could be a gift from Spirit, the divine, the spirit world, you know, however that resonates with you. I feel like you're kind of in a space of, again, kind of not wanting to see it in a way. I think there's something mental here with it's like a need for control. There could be a need for control that's getting in the way of what's coming in. For some of you. For some of you, I'm getting that you're, again, not wanting to see something. Potentially in denial about something. It could be a job for some of you that wants to come in. Some sort of, again, traditional government job. But I'm not really getting that this is about work, but something does want to come in. And I'm actually more inclined to think that this is of spiritual nature, karmic. But there's something amiss here. So tell me more about this Hierophant. Tell me more. I didn't get a fourth card for this one. Tell me more, Spirit. Why is the Hierophant here? Someone could come in with the opportunity to help. That may be what you don't want to see, and you need to take the help. Queen of Wands came out. It could be from a fire sign. Give me one more card. Justice. Yeah, something wants to come in for you. This spiritual nature. Someone may be coming towards you, again, with this offer. I think what's important here is, you know, going back to there being a lot of opportunities or potential offers for you, or ways of going, or, you know, ways of thinking, or however that resonates. I think it's important to pay attention to whatever this is for you, whether it's your intuition or your religion or a spiritual teacher or mentor that wants to come in. I'm getting, though, that you're kind of like, again, the mind space is messing up the pathway, right? So basically, like, if we're overthinking or thinking negatively, like, oh, this is never going to happen for me, then it's not. And so what I'm getting is that there's an opportunity here for some serious growth in self, and I think it's through a spiritual way and exploring that part as the Hermit. Okay, this is going to be a long video. Last card. Why is the Four of Cups here? Why is the Four of Cups here? This is how can you focus your desires into reality. Why is the Four of Cups here? How can Pisces manifest their desires into reality? Please clarify the Four of Cups. Okay, the Four of Cups is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Tower, and the Two of Cups. I feel like there's some opportunities here for you to go back. And then I'm going back to this inner child and with the Hermit. to some familial relationships. For some of you, they could be who's helping you. For some of you, they're not. You're detached. And this is about taking the narrative in your head and turning it on its head, right? And being open to your emotional connection with others, with yourself most importantly. Because with all this great stuff, there's this conflict here. You know, going back to this Five of Wands and then clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Moon, the Ten of Swords, and the Hierophant. And I do think that this Hierophant here is also symbolic. There's some sort of meaning here about getting out of your own way because there's conflict. If there's conflict in a group, to be resolving that conflict. You know, maybe you should go a different route in resolving a conflict as you normally would with a family or a group of people or a person. For some of you, but that's, you know, that's very specific. There's a need for you to be open to community and help from others, but finding out how that works for you by going within and really doing some deep work. So I feel like could be a need for some professional support maybe. Because I feel like good things are coming to you. They're on their way. Sometimes we just have to like force ourselves to take steps. 3737 on the timer. This has been a long reading. Spirit, what is the Oracle message for Pisces? What is the Oracle message for Pisces? Two came out. Okay. I have to read both. All right. Card number 26. I need to study my Roman numerals. I do know this one. The comic. The comic. Oh, cutie. Look at that kitty. Okay. The Joker, the clown, the fool. The comic carries a remedy for all that ails this world. Amid the deepest pain and suffering, there's always the potential to lift up and out of the darkness through laughter. Though dismissed by some as lowbrow or unsophisticated, this archetype actually has a highly advanced mind. Some may use the word genius, as humor requires one to see the situation from afar rather than to be swept away by the drama. The comic sees and accepts the messiness of life, using it as material to be mixed and shaped into a potion to soothe the stressed and serious mind. They literally lighten us up. Thus within, the comic is usually the sage or the magician, working healing magic upon any audience who will lend an ear. The comic may be the archetype that heals the deep division in our world, one pun at a time. It says, to go deeper, images of Laughing Buddha, stand-up, or improv comedy is suggested. And the next card is 19, I think. Oh my gosh, this is 9, y'all. All right. The hunter, the seeker, the pursuer, and the predator. The hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission with an aim. To return home empty-handed would be to fail, which is not an option in the hunter's eye. This archetype will journey far and wide, seeking the prize that calls to its heart or stomach. Tales of bravery and feats of strength often result, creating a life full of adventure. The hunter is skillful, quick, decisive, and results-oriented. Like the great hunting goddess Artemis, who carries her quiver upon her back, the hunter typically has a weapon of choice. When this card appears, it is critical that you ask 3 questions. What am I hunting? Why am I hunting it? Is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? What is suggested to go deeper? Frida Kahlo's The Wounded Deer. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Please support my channel, like and subscribe. Let me know if it resonates. Peace and blessings.